You see that? It's made of chicken. It's actually made of chicken. You kill it, you got free chicken. You can sell it to people. Or don't kill it. Fucking eggs come out of their arses. Fucking hell. You know sheep? Bit woolly. It's wool! Pull it off, sell it, fucking grows back again. You cannot lose. Brilliant. Don't even need an alarm clock. Unbelievable. It's only 5 in the morning, and I'm right where I work. And while the other poor sod's struggling in on the tube, I'm gonna go and get some milk out of a cow. Who's a jammy bastard? Look at all this milk. I'm gonna make a fucking fortune.
Alright, welcome back to, I don't know what I'm going to call this, maybe Nevaduck's part 2 for my island of 3, I think I'm going to do. Just kind of going over what I do, my daily routine. On the first character that I did, if you noticed, I was almost done with my daily, starting from 0, just doing all of that gathering of the crops. There was 5, 6, 7, 8 plots of crops. 5 of them were carrots, and the other 3 were several, most of them corn, and I think 4 pumpkins, 4 or 5 pumpkins. But yeah, it almost got me all the way. I threw my fishing pole on real quick, and I maybe cast like 6 times, brought in 6 fish. And then my daily was done. It was that quick, maybe 10 minutes to get the daily done on an alt. Pretty nice fame. This character won't get quite as much because a lot of my fame on this character will come from my the animals that take longer to grow, and then also some of my animals on this character are just they just grow eggs, so it's not quite the same. So I am close to the end on this one. I should get about 6 Black Panthers this month from all my characters. I'll be able to complete them all, and I'll go over a daily chart on how to accomplish getting that every single month without missing it. All right, so now I'm going to do my pets, or not my pets, my animals that I breed. So I'm going to take a few animals with me just to be on the safe side. So I'm going to take a bear. I'm going to take these here. I'm going to bring a horse just in case I miss a proc. I'm going to bring some pigs just in case. Kind of bring everything that I kind of know I might want to do. Keep in mind though, I have a tier 6 ox, which can hold a lot of this stuff and not get weighed down. So if you got a tier 4 ox, you might want to be a little bit more conservative or exact on what you bring in with you. So I'm going to take this first to the island that I have my herbs on, and then also my cages for my kennels. We'll go there first. And then this is, and you want to not do what I did. You want to remember to bring your food with you. Because if you don't bring your food, you have to go back and get your food. So there are some animals you can grow in the kennels that you can feed vegetables to, and then there are some animals that you can only feed meat to. I need to get rid of these right here, so I'm going to bring some mushrooms with me. I'm going to bring some carrots with me, and I'm going to see if I can actually feed fish to the ones I can feed meat to. That I don't know. So let's bring that. Let's bring chopped fish. If I can do that, that'll save me some major stuff. But I usually just feed raw goats, because raw goats, I'll show you, you don't really have to focus goats that much. You can focus half of them, and you end up getting twins a lot. And when you get twins, it's just extra goats. Alright, so here we go. Alright, now that I definitely have everything I need this time, we're going to go over here and we are going to take care of some business. So I got one swift claw with a club. Cubs, let me get rid of this tree. This tree is in the way. I wouldn't normally do this, but I want to be able to see what's going on. There we go. So I got 2 swift claws with cubs. So that's beautiful. This is going to give me 300 fame. But the problem is you don't get 300 fame every day from these because you only get 300 fame when they finally are grown. So a lot of times what you'll see is it takes 3 days to grow them, so you won't have fame from them for 3 days. Alright, no pet from this guy, but that's okay. Alright, so now I got 3 new swift claws that I can saddle. I got 2 new swift claw cubs, which is pretty amazing to get 2 out of 3. I'm pretty excited about that, not gonna lie. Alright, we're gonna put a polar bear down, and then we are going to put yeah, we're gonna put another salamander down. Okay, all of these animals eat meat, so let's see if I can give them fish. Cannot give them fish. Well, let's see if we can give them raw fish. Cannot give them fish. They should let us feed them fish. I mean, cats would eat fish. And I'm gonna always make sure I nurture these, because even though they have a low proc chance, it saves a lot of silver if they go off. Like, it's huge the amount of silver you'll save if you get a proc. And it's not uncommon to get a proc. Like you saw, I just got 2, which was pretty damn lucky. And those swift claws are really good mounts. Alright, so one last check. Everything's been fed. Everything's been nurtured. So let's move on. So far, I'm pretty excited that we got 2 swift claws.
I can get you in.
Alright, next I go to the island for this character, and she's got the rest of the farms. How many farms do I have here? So I've got 4. I thought about expanding, but I just don't have the... Like, if I expand, I won't have enough vegetables coming in to cover everything. So again, in my goal to get 1,000 of every crafting material for food and everything, I'll probably start at tier 4 up, because tier 2 and 3 you can't really, it doesn't cross up into the higher levels, if I remember correctly. Well, actually I take that back, because you have wheat that actually does cross into it. Alright, so I got all those guys gathered, and then as you can see, I did not focus any of these goats, but I got a baby there. Did not get one here. Got one here. Got one there. So it looks like I got 3 new kids, or baby goats, whatever you want to call them. Which isn't bad. But I also had a pretty big reserve from when I first started doing goats. And I would, when I first started doing the goats, I would focus every single one. And it won't take more, like if I do get low on goats, it won't take more than a few weeks, as long as I have 6 or 7 of them to catch up with my back stock. So I did 3 deer, and I got 1 fawn, which isn't bad. Again, the drop rate from these are, let's see, doesn't tell me on there, 18% for the offspring, but I think it goes up a little bit higher as well. So I'm going to drop that fawn there. I need some ducks, so I'm going to drop some ducks. And I'm going to make sure, how much focus do I have? 8k focus. So horses, I always want to make sure that I use up focus on, because you don't want to miss the chance to get an offspring by 1%. It just feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. Oh, they will not eat raw goat? Why? Why won't they eat raw goat? Okay. So they're set up to get you really close on the last time you nurture them, but not all the way there. So you have that choice whether you want to gamble to see if you get an offspring, because you've come so far and dumped so much focus in there, or if you just want to push it over the edge. And I usually like to guarantee an offspring. Because like I said, I don't like losing by like 10% or 1%. So we got an offspring guaranteed from that one. that one up. An offspring for that one. And I just like getting the offspring better than not, so. Okay, we're gonna feed these. Alright, so as you can see, the 2 pigs that I did not focus, I got lucky. And I got pigs from. Which is pretty nice. Give me the pig. But again, if you focus them, you're guaranteed offsprings on pigs. But pigs, I think, are like goats. They're like 90% or something like that. I'll show you in just a minute. So, does make it easy. One quick tip. I know a lot of people like to go to town to do crafting and processing and stuff. But the butcher, you don't get anything for crafting focus. So I put a butcher on this island so I could just go ham. I said go ham. I know, that's dumb. Alright, let me get all these down. Okay, I want to make sure I save enough focus to do ducks. So 91%, and then I focus them, and then it goes to 109. So you can proc double babies, or whatever you want to call them, twin piglets. I just need to save, I think, just about probably 900 focus for the ducks. But I think I'm going to do what I did last time. I think I'm going to do that many. No, I'll do one more. And then I'll leave the 2 in the center again. Gives me a pretty good chance. Alright, now I need to do the fawn as well, because those are good. If you get the proc, it's nice. So it takes 2 days to grow a fawn, 18% on the first day, and then I think it's another 10% maybe. So you roughly get about 30% on a lot of stuff. But these will give me 120% to get offsprings. And where am I at with the rest of my focus? 73, and I have enough to do one more. And then the other thing you gotta remember too is you want to take one last pass and make sure you fed everything. Because nothing's worse than coming back the next day and being like, oh, I can't pick anything up because I didn't feed them. Yep. So all this is pretty straightforward. What you want to do is, depending on your production, if you're trying to be more self-sufficient, is you just don't want to grow to grow. You want to make sure you can actually raise the crops to feed the pets and do it, or not the pets, and feed the livestock. You don't want to blow up too quick. Like for instance, I might do a week with just carrots so I can get ahead on stuff, or I might do a week with just goats so I can get ahead on meat for my livestock, or for my kennel animals. It's just kind of balancing out what you need. Not quite the same kind of fame. I only got the 600k, but still not too shabby. So basically tomorrow, by doing this, I'll hit my daily bonus, and I got a daily bonus video coming out on best ways to work it and best places to go to get it, to maximize what you're doing. But yeah, alright, so we got that done. Let's go drop this stuff off in the house, and then we'll wrap up with the alchemist. There we go. Alright, you know what I forgot to do? Let's go back to the butcher. This is why you gotta stay focused, or else you just waste a little bit of time. The good thing is, it's not like I'm running across maps to get back there. I'm just gonna go to the butcher real quick.
Let's go.
Go there, and we're gonna butcher up the pigs and the goats. Alright. So we're gonna go down to... We're gonna do all these fish. Like I said, there's no focus return.
That's all.
So I don't even worry about dragging it out to the main city.
Like a surgeon.
I don't even remember if you get resource return rate in the city or not. It's not a bad haul.
I can get you
It
anywhere.
might be animal abuse doing the butchering that close to the animals, but hey, they don't know.
Hold tight.
Alright, let's get in here. Let's drop off the rest of our stuff. Oh, there we go. So, we're gonna drop off the feed that we used. Then we're gonna drop off the pork, eggs. Let's see how close we are to our goal here. So I need about 700 plus pumpkins. I need about 300 more corn, which I'll probably have tomorrow. Need about 560 more pork. Potato schnapps. I need to grow 1 potato per schnapp. So I'll need quite a few of those. Herbs I need more of. Mutton. So I mean, I'm getting there. Just kind of slowly doing stuff, starting with stuff that gives me the best fame first for this week. Next week I'll drop it down to the cheap stuff, just so I can get it done and even out everything. So I stay organized so that as much as I can. And so in this, oh, hold on, this goes in here. So in this one, I keep all of my baby animals and then also my unsaddled animals, so I know which ones where to go when I'm ready to do a row of saddling. So I'll kind of just drag them all out and stack them up and do the saddling, and then sooner or later it becomes this, all my mounts. Alright, we're going to move on to my alchemist here. We'll talk to you soon.